What were some of the messages that you received growing up that weren't very helpful to you, and what was some of the effect of that for you?
I think that for any person, there was a sense that, kind of repeating, that sexuality was this almost like a problem, something that had to be contained, it had to be monitored, it had to be hidden, that somehow we were burdened with our sexuality and we were somehow supposed to live in spite of it, get around it.
Well, I would say, I think the first message I ever heard about sex itself was that boys want it and keep your legs crossed. Don't give it to them. So I automatically had in my mind of sex that was something that I needed to be really careful of, and that was the only thing that boys wanted from me.
Yeah, no, I would have been like 18, 19 when I got that message, which was kind of awkward because I'd already lost my virginity at that stage. Awkward. But yeah, so that was really great to be helped to feel like you really suck if you did, if I hadn't got that enough, and I was just coming back to the Lord at that point because I'd gone off done my thing, and the message from this particular church that I was at was that you give something away of yourself, you lose something of yourself that you can never get back.
It was actually a pretty simple message. The message was don't feel, don't date, don't even think about anything that has to do with sex. So it was just a lot of don'ts. Very little. There was nothing really constructive. There was no like do this. It was just don't do all these things.
Life as you were growing up.
Didn't know I had a vagina for a while. Didn't know what that was. No, really, I didn't know what sex was for a very, very long time. But I knew it was bad when I did know what it was.
Sure. I was kicked out of confirmation class when I was 15 or 16 because we were having a conversation around purity and the construction of purity in the church at large, and specifically in this church, was that as a woman, your purity was equivalent to your hymen being intact. And so your virginity was the most valuable thing, it was the most valuable asset that you had as a person. Not if you were a man, but specifically if you were a woman, because you can only give it to one person, ever. And my question was, well, statistically, there's only like 50% of people who get to make that choice. If you look at abuse statistics or things, people are being robbed of that choice before they even know what sex or purity is. What do they do? And I was immediately removed from class, told I couldn't return because my faith was, quote, still maturing, end quote.